Hello, get ready with me for my vocal lesson. It's almost the end of the week. It's Thursday. It's been a good week. It's been pretty chill. I had a few sessions of Nova's playtime this week and I think it went well. And some emotions came through for me to process. And it was painful, but also good to finally face those emotions and release them. I wrote things, I cried, I recorded voice notes and stuff while in the feelings. So who knows, maybe something good will come out of it, out of the pain. And even if it doesn't, I at least finally felt those feelings that I had. There were feelings that I had been avoiding, that I hadn't, maybe I didn't feel safe enough to face. And finally, at the end of the day, when I was like, it was after Nova, I was getting ready for bed after having Nova's playtime or whatever. And I was here in my room, decompressing and getting ready for bed. And all of a sudden, they just came flooding in. But it's like what I talk about, where the pain is temporary, but it's stuff that I hadn't wanted to face, or things that I maybe told myself I was okay with, but I really wasn't. You know what I mean? It was things that maybe in the past I played off as, oh, it's good, like I'm good, but really maybe I wasn't, or I was just telling myself that. But there were some feelings there that wanted to come out, and at the time I didn't let it because it was at a time where I've already been working on myself and my mindset, where it's like, even though I understand why people leave my life or maybe might not want to be a part of my life because of the things that I might mirror to them or whatever, for a long time I was more sympathetic of, oh, I understand where they're coming from, so I can't be mad at them, is what I would tell myself, right? But no, I can understand why they do it and still feel the frustration and the emotions of it. You know what I mean? It's not a reflection on me and who I am as a person. But at the same time, it's like, I can say, hey, no, I don't feel good about this. I didn't feel good about that, and feel my feelings. And when I did, I felt so much better. So not right away, it takes a moment, but I took the next day a chill day of just, well, granted, it had been raining all day too, so I was like, oh, it was like a lazy day. And then I got to go to my local bar and see my friend and other fellow songwriters perform their music, which is something that they have once a month there. And last time I didn't get to stay for the whole thing because it's when I had Wednesday band, so I only got to stay long enough to see my friend perform, and then I had to leave. But this time I was able to stay longer. I still didn't stay for the whole thing because I wanted to leave before it got dark out, because I walked there and I was just already overstimulated. I already didn't have much energy, which is why I spent most of it just chilling. I literally just had energy to go there and see my friend, but I left right before the last performance, so I stayed for most of it, and it was good. I got to see my other bandmate and his wife, who also came to support her friend, because my friend that performed is a bandmate of mine. And I got to see some new artists that I'd never seen before. There's this lady that went up, and she's in a band called the Jackass Magnets or something, which I thought that was a really cool name for a band. I was like, oh, I aspire to be like her someday, right? But yeah, it was like, I went with that of like, someday I hope to be up there and perform one of my songs. And we had band on Sunday, and My teacher's really, he's like very much into jazz. He's a jazz artist and performer and stuff like that. So he loves improvising and stuff like that. So he will encourage us sometimes to do improvisation. And so he'll have each band member do a riff or something. And actually this past Sunday, we have a new drummer because our old drummer quit. But we have a new drummer and they joined us, and we're always up for stuff like that. We're always up to learning and things like that. So they did that. He'll normally tell me to sing a nursery rhyme or something. And so they all go first, and I'll normally, by the time it's my turn, like I'll have a nursery rhyme ready with the beat and everything. Like that's pretty easy to do. And we did that. I did like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then my bandmate who had come to support our friend yesterday, he was like, when we were jamming, he's like, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you want to sing one of your songs? And I was like, not ready yet. Even though he didn't mean to put me on the spot, it felt like I was put on the spot because I was like, I'm not quite ready yet. Plus, like, it was jazz music, and like right now the songs that I do have melodies to are kind of emotional and deep kind of songs, so it wouldn't go with the music anyway. So, and I explained that to him yesterday because he was telling his wife, because we were getting to know each other, his wife was getting to know me too and asking questions and stuff, and I told him a bit about me and my story and why I'm doing this and stuff like that. And I was like, I will eventually be ready, just not yet. And I kind of want to write a song that's just for fun, because I feel like all the songs I've written are it's about my journey and the emotions I've been alchemizing. So those emotions I alchemized into music, into songs. And so that's kind of how I process my emotions sometimes, is by writing a song about it. And so that's why they sometimes seem kind of deep or emotional, because of that, because I've been using songwriting as an outlet for my emotions. And I'm like, I kind of want to write a song that's just fun. I'm challenging myself to that, especially after seeing the artists yesterday and stuff, like the other songwriters, and enjoying their performances and stuff. I was like, I kind of want to just write a song just for fun. So who knows, maybe by the next Get Ready With Me, I'll have a story about that. But I am gonna talk to my teacher today about one song that I worked on a while ago, but I haven't brought it up to him yet because I've been working up the courage to do it. Even though we've already worked on 2 of my songs, I still, every time I have a new song, it feels uncomfortable and embarrassing, you know? But each time it gets easier, and that's kind of what happened. That's what happened the first time that I showed him something, because at that point I was getting the singing lessons, I was doing band, but I felt like I wasn't really using the services to my advantage. It was like, I wrote an album and I want to learn the skills to make it happen. So I felt like I wasn't really using their services for that like I should have. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to be honest with him. I'm going to tell him everything. Well, not everything, but tell him that I have an album and that's why I'm here and that's why I want to learn and that's why. And so I did. I was like, look, this is why I'm here. I wrote an album and I want to make it happen. And that's why I'm learning to sing and do things, because I want to see this through. I don't just want it to be an idea. I want it to be the real thing. And he's like, okay. He's like, let's do it. Like, he was kind of excited about it. And I was like, okay. And so he's like, do you have something? And I'm like, yeah. And it was funny because I had a voice note of the melody of the song, my song, Baby Girl, which is a love letter to myself. And as I was playing it for him, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna laugh because I'm really uncomfortable, but I'm still gonna do it. And so as I'm playing the voice note, I'm laughing and cringing, and just because it was so uncomfortable. That was the first time I ever shared my stuff with anyone. And so when he heard it, he's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, very uncomfortable, but I'm glad that I showed you. Even though I was uncomfortable, I was still glad that I did it. And I was still glad that I was honest with him. Oh, crap. That I was honest with him about it and stuff. So yeah, he's been helping me with that. And yeah, I still cringe a little bit. Not as much as the first time for sure. But I was like, I just need to rip the Band-Aid and do that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I did. And this song is a little different. It's my Black Sheep song. And this one I feel is more empowering, and it's a different vibe than the other songs that I've done, because the others have been more vulnerable and personal like that. Not that this one isn't personal. All my songs are personal, but this one is more empowering. This is the first song that I've written that I could hear the guitar riffs in my head. And so I'm going to talk to him about that, because I haven't done that with the other songs, and kind of be like, how can I translate this into it, since I don't know how to play guitar? So we'll see. And this one's different too, in that there's not as much actual singing. It's more like the talking singing for the most part. Not the whole thing, but I am gonna have singing in the bridge and the pre-chorus and stuff, but the rest is more like, the chorus feels more like declarative, so it's not very singy songy. And this is one of the first songs I've written that will have screaming in it. I could hear the screaming in it, in the certain part and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm nervous, but at the same time I'm like, I just gotta rip the Band-Aid, because honestly I've been avoiding it for the last few weeks. To be fair, I was gearing up for the show and stuff, and that's part of the reason why I didn't bring it up before, because I was focusing more on the show and learning those songs, and he was helping me get there. And last week I just didn't have the energy to really bring it up, but now today I'm ready to show it to him and see what comes out of it. I have the song and the melody done. So he normally, when I bring it to him, I like bringing it to him when I have the melody done, because then he'll help me translate it into chords and stuff like that. But since I could hear the guitars, I don't know if because he normally will translate the chords in the piano. So I'm curious to see what he does with it, or how we'll be able to do that. So I'm interested to pick his brain about that. But yeah, the showcase yesterday was really good, and I left inspired, and I brought my scribe with me. I have a Kindle Scribe that I write in. That's where I keep all my journals and all my stuff. And I was like, let me bring it just in case, because last time I was inspired, so I was like, maybe this time I'll be inspired and I'll have my notebook ready. And sure enough, I did. So do I want to do turquoise? I think I'll do turquoise today. So I wrote a little bit while I was there, so it was good. Overall, it was good, and the show was good. And I posted a video about it on TikTok, if anyone, and YouTube Shorts as well, to show my experience if anyone is interested in seeing that. That's actually the venue where I had my first live show with the school. I'm excited to see what happens and see what comes out of that, but no expectations, but also at the same time, I trust the process. I trust that it'll unfold as it should. So we had band on Sunday, and so we had some people missing. So our drummer quit, our bass player was on vacation, we don't have a keyboard player right now. And like I mentioned last time, I suggested, well, we should ask the keyboard player from Wednesday band. And two of the guys did ask her, and she said she told them no, but our teacher's like, let me ask her. And apparently she said yes to him. So I don't know. We'll see on Sunday, I guess. And we met our new drummer, who we had met them before because they came to observe our class a few weeks ago. So I'm glad that they decided to join us. And it was a lot of talking this time because we were discussing things, and we told our teacher we want to keep some of the songs from the old set list on hand and keep refining those, keep practicing those while adding more stuff. And our teacher let us pick 3 songs each, and then he's gonna look over them and make the final decision. So he said he's gonna try to at least choose 1 song from each of us, of our suggestions. So I ended up doing, because I didn't realize he was gonna have us do 3 songs. I had 2 songs ready. I had Error, and then the cover of Since You've Been Gone by Day to Remember, because that one has some screaming in it. And I decided to add Survive by The Warning too, because I was like, well, if he doesn't like Error, maybe he could choose Survive, because Survive's a good one too. So we'll see. I'm curious to see what he ends up choosing. And then some people made their own suggestions. We did the improvisation thing with the jazz. We sang some songs that we just performed the previous week. And then we actually played Zombie by the Cranberries, which we'd never done, but our teacher's like, oh, this one's pretty easy chords or whatever he was telling them. And then I didn't know the lyrics, but I did know I was familiar with the song, with the chorus. So I did my best. My teacher was there singing the melody to me for the verses so that I could be on track with the band. But then once I got to the chorus, I'm like, oh, okay, I got this. So we added that to the list of possible songs because it came out good, even though it was our first time playing it. So if it's already sounding good after the first kind of improvised play, I'm sure we can make it sound even better. So I'm curious to see. He was still waiting on the suggestions from the drummer because the drummer wasn't ready because it was their first day with us. And our bass player, who was missing as well. So they were gonna throw in their suggestions as well. So we'll see what our new set list ends up being. I'm excited for whatever, either way. As long as one of my songs get picked, I'll be happy, so. I'll be good either way. So I'm gonna run a few errands before my vocal lesson today. And then I'm gonna have vocal lesson. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I have to do some laundry. I might do laundry. Laundry's such a drag though. I hate doing laundry. Then I have to go downstairs to my creepy basement, and I don't like that. I gotta do what I gotta do. Anyway. I think that's gonna be my goal for this following week, like this next week, is to write a fun song and see. Yeah, that's my goal, is to write a fun song that maybe I could use for our improv or something that I could just have on hand. Something lighthearted, simple, not too complicated. We'll see. I don't want to put too many stipulations on it. I just want to let it come through when I'm ready, when it's ready, because I feel like it's all about timing and perfect. I mean, not perfect. I'm not looking for perfection per se, but more like I talked about before, about feeling the right moment. For me, I like to feel when it's time. I'll know when it's time. The inspiration will come, I'm sure of it. I just gotta keep living my life, keep having fun, keep pursuing my joy, and it'll come to me. So I'm not too worried about it. Don't wanna make it a love song or anything like that. I have some of those already, but like my friend who performed yesterday, he has one about him and his wife getting caught in the rain. Like just a moment. It was about a moment that they got caught in the rain, and he wrote a song about it. Like that, where it's just about a moment. It could be about anything, about a feeling, which we got plenty of those songs because I feel a lot. I have in my bio, I'm a professional feeler. because it feels that way. Because I've been learning to feel my feelings in a healthy way. Maybe I'll do it about the birds chirping. Birds are always chirping here, like loudly. Even with my windows closed, I could hear them chirping loudly. It doesn't bother me though. It feels nice. It sounds nice. I live right by a fire station as well, and my cat is on the window. Probably trying to, oh, she's trying to catch a fly. I was gonna say, sometimes she sometimes tries to hunt the birds, even though there's a window there. She obviously can't get to it. But yeah, she goes after flies too. Oh, I didn't get any music going today. Let's see. But yeah, it was like raining all day yesterday until I had to go to the songwriter thing. Like by then the rain had already died down. I was ready. I had my rain boots and everything, but which is even better because I didn't want to get wet, but I was ready to if I needed to. It was still raining. And then we gotta do the eyebrows. Well, actually, I'm gonna do the eyebrow gel first. I let it dry while I do the bronzer and blush. I gotta go to Trader Joe's and get a few things there. I love their ice cream sandwiches. I love their chow mein. It's like a shrimp chow mein. My cat's still trying to get the fly. Oh wait, we want bronzer first, not blush. Go. It's Father's Day this weekend, and I decided, I know last time I was talking about a decision that I had made that I was gonna do, that I was delaying because of my parents' reaction and stuff. So I decided I want to go through with it after Father's Day. But the decision has been made, and it's still happening. But it's all about timing too. The right timing. And I felt that was the right timing for me, so nothing wrong with that. A little bit more. yeah, I think I'm gonna go to my parents' house this weekend. And we're gonna take my dad out to dinner. Or, I don't know what you call it. They like to have dinner early, like at 3, 4 o'clock, so. Well, baby, what? Is the fly bullying you? Mean fly. It's gonna be another Saturday afternoon driving through downtown Chicago, so on Father's Day weekend, so that should be fun. Though, I feel like Father's Day is not as popular among our society as Mother's Day is. At least it's not as, it doesn't feel like it's as busy as Mother's Day is. Wonder why that is. That was sarcasm, by the way. See, Beauty's running out, and I don't want to buy a new one yet. Not yet. So I'm saving that. But I haven't been using this one that much anyway. And I forgot how much I enjoy using it. Like, this shit lasts, like, even though it transfers and stuff, it does not come off. The Fenty Beauty one fades away a little bit, and it'll leave my lip liner still there. So I sometimes have to reapply it. Sometimes, not all the time. Depends on what I eat, honestly. If I eat a burger or something, yeah, most likely will have to reapply it. But with this one, it will, no, it stays on for everything. So, oh, highlighter. And my eyebrows. I was about to put my setting spray on and I'm like, wait, something don't feel right. I like the blue today. My favorite color. Actually, I'm gonna put some of this up here too. This is all in the same shade family. Putting a little bit here too. Perfect. And eyebrows. I will talk to my teacher too about, because I hadn't run by him the since you've been gone thing. I'm gonna talk to him about that too. Be like, hey, I changed my mind about faint. And see what he says too. Because I was still unsure about it, because they would have to transpose the song. Transposing means they would have to arrange it to fit my voice, to change the notes and everything than the original. But right before my teacher started asking for songs, he said how because the school is a franchise. So he's like, other schools, they will, if the person can't sing it, they'll just scrap the song instead of trying to transpose it to fit their voice. And we transposed the song for the other band, for one of the other vocalists. We did Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. But it had to be transposed because it was too high for her. And they had no issue with it. And so my teacher's like, you know, I don't that they just scrap it when someone can't sing it. He's like, transposing is part of learning too, right? Sometimes you have to transpose music or whatever. So he was talking about that right before he took suggestions. So I kind of took that as my signal. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring Since You've Been Gone. Because I'm like, well, since we're talking about transposing, this would need to be transposed if we do the song. we're back to storage issues on my phone, even though I made room right before I started recording, but good thing I was almost done anyway. But like I said, I'm gonna bring that up to my teacher today about, since you've been gone. I'm curious to see if maybe my teacher has narrowed down the songs yet or not. So if he's there, I'm gonna try to ask. But either way, thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Bye.